Wonderful.
Okay, so I think we're good. I think everybody can see your screen. I think uh, let's just ask a question. Can everybody see Ray's screen and hear both Ray and I? Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. All
All
right.
right, sounds good.
Okay, Ray, take it away.
Okay, well, welcome out everybody. I hope everybody can see my screen here. If you can see my screen, just a couple of you just say yes. So you should be able to see a YouTube channel sitting in front of you. I just want to make sure you've got that before we get going too far into this. So Steve, if you could let me know because I can't see any answers right
Yeah,
now.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, everybody can. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a few different things. As you may have heard, YouTube is in the middle of changing their entire way that they lay out channels. Now, they did this last year to us, and when they did it last year, they didn't add too many features. They kind of just made it look like this, which is pretty good, but nothing too exciting. Well, this year, YouTube has decided that they want to make the YouTube channels a much bigger deal. They want more people going to channels. They want more people using channels. And so they're going to change the way it looks, the way it works, and hopefully the amount of people that use the channels as a way to disseminate information. Now, during this presentation, this is a good day for a lot of Q&A. So if you have any questions, please type them into the box, and Steve will let me know. So Steve, if they come in, just let me know the questions, and we'll try to answer them. And
Sounds good.
I also have some questions that were asked beforehand, and we'll try to hit some of those as well. And so let's take a look at what YouTube has done. If you haven't seen this yet, they have created what they call the one channel design. Now, this is my personal YouTube channel here, which uses the new design layout, the one channel. And you can see it's a much better, more organized way to display your content. For those of you who are familiar with playlists, those are still in here. And there are also different groupings that exist besides playlists, and we're going to talk all about that. They've added a lot of fun new features. Before we get too deep into this, for those of you who have purchased the YouTube Market Crusher from a couple of weeks ago, I am actually going to be putting out a whole new version 3A, because literally the weekend after I released that to all you guys, YouTube made all these changes, so a lot of the instruction in there says go to the top right and click this. Well, a lot of the buttons that I refer to, they move to the left or they change the name of it. So you will get an updated version of that so that all of it will make sense. And of course, if you do have any questions about that, you can always email me any questions that you do have regarding that. Okay, so this is the new one channel design, and we're going to take a quick look at what we have on here. To the left here is your menu system. And this is where you're going to see a lot of the stuff that used to be accessed through the top right corner is actually controlled through the left side now. So a lot of the things that we talk about when we say go to settings over here and blah, 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 a lot of that will be in this menu now. So be sure to check on the left-hand side for a lot of the things. If you can't find them, chances are they're in this left side. Now at the top of our channel, we've got this graphic here, which is very similar to a Google Plus graphic or a Facebook banner, or cover image rather. And what they call this is the channel art. Now the reason they call this channel art is because with this new design called the one channel, they wanted to make a setup where whether you're on a phone, a tablet, a computer, or using a set-top box on a TV, that you'd be able to display channels without having to do any other work. So in other words, you create it once and it works seamlessly in all of those different environments. And this, of course, is the desktop setup. And the channel art here, the way this works is you have to imagine that if you had a phone, you might only get to see from here to here. And that would be at the top of your phone when you look at a channel, and maybe a little bit farther for a tablet, and then of course the desktop fills out the entire banner here. And If you're watching on a television, then you'd actually notice that this channel art here is actually very large. It's much taller than this. So if you watch it on a television, this part here would actually show up in the middle of the screen, and there would be graphics around that. And the idea here is that you would make one big TV-sized graphic, and each of the different layouts would crop to the middle. So you want most of your information in the middle. And that's the channel art section of the one channel. Now below that, you're going to see this is your trailer. This is a new feature that they have added in here. This is specifically to get more people to come to the channel. And what this is a quick overview video of your channel. So, for instance, in this case, I've put my free website graphics video in here just because I haven't created an actual trailer yet. But a trailer for this might be a short video. If you're a plumbing business, this might be a short video introducing yourself and telling people what they'll find on your channel. So you might say, you know, hi, I'm John the plumber, and if you're looking for a plumber in the Dallas area, you know, we're the best plumber that you can use. Check out our YouTube channel. Down below, you'll see that we've got playlists for different things, and then you might have a playlist for how to unclog a drain, or how to fix a water heater, etc., etc. And this would just be your overview. Now, in this trailer, you want to make sure you ask people to subscribe to your channel, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Over here, you'll notice this is a feature that is being shown just because I'm logged in. This is not something that a viewer would see. What you have here is this is the unsubscribed trailer. So if I come to this website and I've never been here before, this will be the trailer that I see, and during that trailer, you'll ask people to subscribe, and when they do, the view will change. So now you'll have what to watch next. Now for marketers, this is a really great opportunity because it's very similar to having a squeeze page. So you could literally have this be, hey, my name is Ray. I offer free graphics to anybody who subscribes to my channel. So they click the subscribe button, boom. Now they get this video that says, okay, you just subscribed to my channel. To be able to pick up the free graphics, simply go to this website, abc.com, and they can download the free graphics. So this is a really, really good way to get people to subscribe to your channel if they haven't done so previously. And if they have, then they'll already have access to this. But this is a great way to build subscribers by having a trailer that gives a good offer in exchange for people subscribing. Does anyone have any questions about what we've talked about at the beginning here? If so, please let me know, and we will answer that right away. Okay? Is everybody still with me?
I think so, Ray. I think everybody's here.
Right. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little nervous because I can't see the panel, so I don't know.
I know. I know.
If I get disconnected, I probably wouldn't even know.
Okay, so, we do have one question. This is timely. When is YouTube going to force this change?
I don't know when they're going to force it. I know last year when they changed from the old design to the current design, it was probably about 3 months.
Okay.
So I would guess that sometime at the beginning of the summer is when they'll force it on you. But I'm going to show you how to do this earlier because it's good to get a jump on this because you'll be one of the very few that have reached this point so far.
Yeah, and
okay,
and what
directly
size?
Below our trailer.
Can you hear me? What size is the channel art? I think that's another timely question here.
We're gonna get into all the details on that in a few minutes.
Okay.
And I'll show you all of that. We'll talk about that in just a second. Okay. Just below the trailer, this is where you're going to have groupings of videos, and you can see I've got quite a few here. You can actually group things based on a number of different values. So for instance, this is all about how to rank a YouTube video on Google. All of my iPhone tips and tricks videos, okay, YouTube video marketing support products. This is just a recent uploads folder, popular uploads, playlists. So each one of these is an actual playlist, which to be honest with you, it probably isn't all that necessary for the channel since all of these are broken down that way anyway. This one here is a special one. If you notice here, these are two box shot videos, and a social metrics video. They don't seem to group together. They don't seem to make sense as a group. But I put these here to show something interesting that they've added to the channel here. And we're going to click the edit button here. If you see here on any of these layouts, you can actually click the little pencil and it'll bring up the editing box for that particular grouping. Now you'll see here you can actually group your content in a number of different ways. In this case, I've chosen tag, but you could choose a single playlist. So literally this could just be one of your old playlists. It could be your recent activities, your recent posts, your likes, all your playlists, recent uploads, popular uploads are already in there. But in this case, I chose tag. Now what that is literally any tags that you've used for videos can be put into one of these groupings. So screen capture on OS 10. If I click that, it would pull up all videos that are screen capture videos of OS 10 that have that as a keyword, and it'll automatically create a grouping there. Okay? So this is a very powerful feature if you want to pull things together based on one particular keyword where you may not have put those videos together previously. Again, you could change the title here, and in this case, I'm just going to put box shot just for the heck of it. And the last option that you have with this is you can actually change this from a horizontal row like these to a vertical row like these. Now, in this case, it's probably going to look weird because it's only 3. But that just shows a different way of grouping them down. Of course, the vertical view does give a little bit more information to the viewer, which is great. But those are some of the options that you can have for creating these different lists inside of your channel. Okay, does anyone have any questions about this so far? And again, the idea behind this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the questions is, are you going to update this on the YouTube Crusher 3?
Yes, that's one. Aside from anybody who received 3 will get the updated version shortly. Aside from just telling people where the buttons are now, because they have changed some of the labels, this will be as a part of the full launch of 3, which will probably be in about 2 weeks.
And
So
do the lists help with the rankings?
Potentially they could, and certainly time will tell on that. But here's the one thing you'll notice is all of this stuff. Look at all these words, all of this text. The fact that all of these things are showing up on this page is only going to help it to rank for whatever it says. So, I've got YouTube tips and tricks on so many of these things here, or Detox My Mac, which is a program to clean out all the junk files on your computer. Having all of this on the page is definitely going to help to rank it a lot better. So I would say yes. Time will tell, but I think clearly it will, just based off of that alone. Okay, so let's take a look at how to. Actually, you know what? I was going to say let's take a look at how to edit this, but before we do that, I want to show you how to set this up. So I'm actually going to flip back over here. This is another channel that I have, which is basically a junk repository. I just kind of randomly throw videos up there. This old channel that I had, for whatever reason, if I need a place to put a video, sometimes I just throw them up on this old account. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new window, and if any of you are able and want to, you can follow along with this. You're more than welcome to switch over and do this on your computer at the same time. We're going to go to youtube.com/onechannel. Okay? And when we go to that page, you'll see this is an introductory page for the new One Channel. It'll give you a lot of the information that you're looking for. It'll tell you a little bit about it. It'll give you some channels that have already switched over, so you can kind of see those. And before we continue on, I'm going to sign out of this account. I'm going to sign into that Capture My Screen account. Just give it 1 second here. And while I'm doing this, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them out there. Oops. So we'll switch over to that other account that has not been changed yet.
And the playlists, you can put anybody's videos in those playlists, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the one that was listed, one of the criteria is likes, and so that, oops, hello, I can't type. That one will put videos that you've liked into
Yeah. Okay.
your playlist for you. So if you're, in my case, other YouTube, guru types like James Wedmore or whomever, if I wanted to have a playlist of their stuff, I could do that. Okay, so now I've logged into this account here that still has the old channel design, and I'm going to go back to youtube.com/one-channel. And at the bottom of the channel, after you look at all the information about it, you can actually switch right at the bottom here. So switch to the new YouTube channel design. I'm going to hit Get Started. And there we are. So now you'll notice that immediately they will give you information on how to use this. So welcome to your new channel. Your channel has been upgraded. You can go on a tour. So if you hit Next, it'll just kind of tell you about all the different things, the sections that you can build, how to build them. This is, whoops, hello. Go back. There we go. They've got a setup checklist, which is kind of fun. This one actually tells you, I'm going to turn this off for now. When you first come here, this is going to tell you what needs to be done. So I've set the I've set a channel icon, which is this horrible thing over here. I've also added web links, so you can see capturemyscreen.com, which I don't even think exists anymore. And then it'll tell you that you have not added channel art, you have not described your channel, you have not added any sections, and you have not added a channel trailer. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do all of that right here. Now, down in the channel trailer area, pretty simple. It says Channel Trailer Plus. Just hit that, and we'll just pick a random video for now. And that'll load in here. So now we have our channel. Okay. Again, you can actually look once they subscribe. This is what it'll look like. This will be the video that you recommend next. Okay. Unsubscribed. There's the trailer. Okay. Now, if you go to the bottom, you'll see that it says Add a Section. Now, this is just like when we decided to edit with the pencil here. It's going to give you options here, so let's close that. So we've got the option to select content. So let's do popular uploads, and we'll do a vertical list. And you'll see it'll set it up. And there's our popular uploads in a vertical list. Hit Done. And that's how easy it is to add that section. Now let's pull up another section here. And this time I'm going to do tags again. And let's find a tag here that we've used. Screen capture movies. So this will pull up all the videos that have a tag that says screen capture movies. And it'll automatically put it into a list for you. It'll also title it with that tag. And again, you can choose vertical or horizontal. Hit Done. You can see there's our new section there, our new grouping with just our screen capture videos. Okay, and that's how simple it is to set that up. Now on top of this, we'll see the channel art here. Okay, and I'm going to hit plus on the channel art. And by the way, before we do this, just so you guys know, I'm going to go back to youtube.com/one-channel. I did send out a template for this to, and hopefully most of you have gotten that. If you haven't, I will send it out to everybody again. But what the heck? How did we end up here? Oh. Instead of one channel, I put code channel, and apparently that's an actual site. One channel, there we go. You will see that on here, somewhere on here, specifications for making channel art is here. So if you click on that, it actually takes you to a support page that will tell you a little bit more about the channel art and give you kind of a template. It's not really a template here, it's just kind of a small picture that you kind of get the idea. So when we talked about, actually let me zoom in on this a little bit. When we talked about the way channel art works, again, this, if you were watching on a TV, you would get this entire image. This would be your desktop, this would be a tablet, and this would be on a phone. And you can see here it's 2120 by 1193, which is a pretty good size, kind of an odd size actually. So it's actually larger than a 1080p TV screen. And that's how you would set that up. Now you can also, like I said, I sent out a template for this for Photoshop, and if you haven't received that, I will make that available to everybody that's on the call again, so that you can get a copy of that. Okay, but so basically, if you go to the one channel, they will give you the art guidelines to help you with that, and that's the size that you want to use. Again, keep everything in the middle, because no matter what device you use, this will be what is guaranteed to be shown on any device. Ironically, I have updated the new YouTube phone app, and it does not show the channel art at all. So I'm not sure if they just haven't implemented that yet or how that's going to work, but it does not show the channel art yet. All right, so going back to here, you can see we've got the upload button. This actually looks just like the Google Plus uploader. So you'll hit select the photo, and let's hope that I can find one here. I'm pretty sure I've got a few on here. Again, if anyone has any questions, just throw them out there, and Steve will let me know.
Yeah, so far I've been keeping up with them here. Either I've answered a few, Ray, just privately. I can answer the simple questions.
Good. All right, so I believe in here we've got a piece of channel art, so I can show you how that works. Let's see if we've got one.
It's pretty easy to do in Photoshop, too. That's the big...
It is, yep, and that's how I do all of it. Okay, here we go. So you can see we've got YouTube channel art here. And do we have it as a JPEG, though? No, that's not it. Well, wouldn't you figure? You think
I know. That's always the case.
What am I doing? There's the template. And there's a piece of artwork. Okay, well, I apologize. I thought I had... Oh, actually, you know what? I do. I know what one is. Let's go back up to the top here. Animate your logo. I know there's one in here. There we go. Okay, so you can see here. In a second, it'll tell me that it's 1192 by 2120, but it's not saying it right now. But you can see I've made a piece of artwork that's full screen here, and I've got the logo in the center. So when we choose this, it'll actually give you a visual presentation of what this will look like on your different devices. So as you can see here on the desktop, this is what it'll look like. On your TV, this is what it'll look like, and on your mobile device, this is what it'll look like. Okay, and you can adjust the crop if you want, but we're actually going to leave this one the way it is. And hit select, and in a few seconds, there we go. And now we've got our channel art loaded in here. So it's very simple to do. Now, obviously, you need to have a little bit of design skills to be able to put it together, but nothing that most people can't handle. Now, you'll notice here we've got Capture My Screen here, okay? And we've got, once again, the little pencil icon. And inside here, you can edit your channel art, or you can edit your links. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit links. And this is going to take you to our custom links area. As you can see, we've got a website, which is Capture My Screen, www.capturemyscreen.com. If you wanted to add another website, you could. Of course, we're going to run out of space if we start doing all that. Okay. Now you can also add social links to this. And you can see overlay first however many social links on your channel art. In this case, we've got 4. Now we just have to add those in there. So you can add Google Plus, which I'd have to go find the URL, so I'm not going to do that right now. Facebook is much easier, so I know what that is. Facebook.com/raythevideoguy. Okay, we can also add, and you'll notice they gave you quite a few different options here. Spreadshirt and Cafe Press, which is great because they still do have the options to sell products directly inside of YouTube with some of these here, iTunes as well. So that's great to have that in there. You've got Twitter and MySpace and Tumblr and Blogger and DeviantArt, WordPress and SoundCloud and Orkut, and Flickr and Google Play and all these other ones, Instagram as well. We're going to put Twitter, so we'll put the Twitter address /Ray_the video guy. Okay. And if you want to add more, you can. We'll just leave that for now. We're going to hit done. And now when it takes us back, we should see, hopefully. Let's refresh the page here. We see it did absolutely nothing for us. All right. And it even lost our other channel that we added. All right.
It does work.
Let's try it. I swear it does. On my other ones, it totally worked. Let's try one more here. Actually, I actually did have the same difficulty the other day. It would not keep my changes as I made them. But
and Ted brings up a good point too for the channel art. I'm sure there's going to be people in Fiverr doing it if you're not a designer.
Absolutely.
I know how to use Photoshop, but my wife is a graphic artist, and she goes with me. She goes with me when I buy clothes too. So you know.
There we go. Look at that. Second time was the charm. So now you can see up here we've got the Facebook icon, and of course you'd have up to 4 that show up on here. Okay, and so that's just a great way to help drive traffic to some of your other channels there. Yeah, and as far as the channel art goes, Fiverr, I'm sure, will have those. And even if there's not, if there's somebody that just says they'll do graphic design, you can just tell them what you need, and actually point them to the one channel, and they can kind of figure it out. But also, I'm sure that Graphic River will probably have some design templates shortly. They've got a lot of Facebook channel design templates. They've got Facebook timeline cover images, and they have the old YouTube background, so I'm sure the new ones will start showing up pretty quickly. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we describe the channel properly. Now, this is your opportunity to really optimize this channel for your particular niche.
Oh, and by the way, Ray, sorry to interrupt, but YouTube does have some, I don't know if you mentioned this, but they have some templates in there too if you want to use those in the short term and, you know, then work on something.
Yes.
You do have that option. So.
Yeah, and for the most part, what people are doing is just, you know, using a big image and putting something in the center.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, it's better than nothing at all. All right, channel description. This, again, is your opportunity to SEO your channel just like you would your website. In fact, most times you can probably go to your website and get that description to pop into here. A lot of times, you know, if I'm doing that for somebody, I'll just go to, you know, let's go to animate your logo. Sorry, my
what's Graphic River?
My internet. Graphic River, for those who don't know, is if you've ever been to Video Hive, which has templates for After Effects. Graphic River is a repository of really, really great graphic design content templates. Actually, I'll just go over there right now. It's at graphicriver.net. And this is part of they're part of a community of sites. So they've got Flash templates, they've got audio and music, they've got themes for WordPress and other websites, Video Hive for motion graphics, Graphic River for the graphics, 3D Ocean for 3D objects, Code Canyon for plugins and things of that nature, and Photo Dune for stock photography. Just a great place to go to find things. In fact, let's we'll even search one channel and see if they have anything yet. Oh, nothing yet. But if we put YouTube in there, I'm sure some things will pop up here. So you can see they've got skate photos, YouTube background. You know. So this is for the old design, but I'm sure that very shortly they'll start to have stuff for the new designs as well. This is just, I mean, $2 to get a template like this where you just drop in your own photos and you're done. So it's a great option for anyone who has who's okay with a quick template like that, and who has a little bit of Photoshop skills to take care of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some stuff here. Now, this is not well optimized for this particular bit here, but basically if you pop in information here that's SEO'd and just hit done, now that's going to be in there. So now your channel would technically be optimized just like your website would be. Okay. If we go back to videos, all right, and there's our channel. Actually, no, not to videos. Let's go back to the. We'll view this as the public. Okay, this is what the public will see. Obviously, this video here is the trailer. Does not have any description in there. Oh, pause that. This does not have any of the descriptions in here. So normally there'd be a full description in here and whatnot. Like I said, this is just kind of a junk repository for videos when I need to just throw them somewhere. Okay, so this is what it'll look like to the public. And the idea here is that everything will be grouped nicely so that you know, everybody can find what they're looking for on your channel pretty easily. And of course, they can get to your Facebook, get to your website, and anything else that you put in there. And we'll hit done. Oh, and actually, the About page, this is where the description would be that we just put in. And then here are our subscriptions that we have. So all the people we've subscribed to are in here. Okay. And when we're done, we can go back to the editing view. And there you go. So that, in a nutshell, is the basics of the one-channel design. And I know we had a few questions that have come in regarding a few different things YouTube, and you don't need to, if anyone does have any questions, it does not need to be completely related to just the one-channel design. We can discuss any of the stuff about YouTube or videos. I know that a lot of people had questions after the last webinar about some of the features for becoming a partner and whatnot, and so I can definitely hit on some of that if you have it.
Here's a question.
Sure.
Should we put our URL link in the description? That's from Michael.
Yes, you can. You should be able to do that. That, you know, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know how many people are going to hit that About page, but yes, you should be able to add that in there as well. So if we were to put,
yeah, it's another link.
Put that in there. Let's see if it does it. So it's not going to be a hot link, but it is there. So they don't make that hot link. So that's why you'd want to have that down here. And you can have more than one. So you could have, you know, different bits of web stuff there. Okay. So now let's take a quick look. I want to go over, because this is one of the things that's changed that a lot of people had questions about. When we go before, we used to go to settings. And when we went to settings, and if you guys have Market Crusher 3, you probably have noticed that this has changed. All of our settings used to be right here when we went to this page. They're no longer there. Everything is gone. All of this is literally just the settings for you personally. So you can connect your accounts, you can set your privacy, you can get emails from YouTube, you can set your playback settings, but they're not going to give you all of the channel settings that you used to have inside here. To get to the stuff you want to really update, go back to your video manager. This is where all of your videos are. Now you'll notice over on the left there's now a setting here that says channel settings. This is where all of your stuff that we used to edit on the other page, they all live here now. Okay? So you can see that this one is not a partner channel yet, but all of the green and red buttons are in here, so you'll be able to set up from in there. So when you go to set up your account to try and turn it into a partner, you're going to want to go to the video manager and then go to your channel settings here. Also, one other thing to note, one of the big things that we talked about last time was the external links. You'll notice that it no longer says associated website here. this is actually under Advanced. So if you hit Advanced, you'll see this is where you can associate a website. Add that in there. Okay. So basically all they did was they just took it from associated website, they call it Advanced, and now you have more options in here for things that you can do from the side there. Again, you know, this is where you must verify, so you have to download the file. This still all works the same as it did last time. If we hit this, it's going to take us to the Webmaster Tools. Okay.
Yeah,
this is where you can download your file and verify. Go ahead.
I got a question here that's I can't answer. Is it possible to link your Google Plus page as your associated website, so you can annotate that page rather than the website?
Actually, you don't need to. Let's take a look at this for 1 second. Actually, I'm going to log out of this particular account because this one is not a full partner. Excuse me. I'm going to log back into my account. Basically, YouTube gives you the ability to link to the Google Plus page out of the box. So you do not need to associate with it, assuming you have a linked one. And actually, I'm logging into this account. This one might not even have an associated Google Plus account, believe it or not. We'll find out in a second. I have a feeling this one does not. But we'll go through the motions regardless. Okay, so if we go to our video manager, and we'll just choose a video here. If we go to our annotations, again, I may not have this enabled on this particular one because I don't have a Google Plus associated with this. But if we add let's add a note, link. Okay, inside here, yeah, you can see here it doesn't say Google Plus on mine because I'm not associated with a Google Plus account, but you'll have, not only will you have the associated website, the fundraisers, and all that, you'll have one that says Google Plus account. And the reason I don't have that is because I've actually got a different YouTube account that's attached to my personal Google Plus account, if that makes sense. So that's the way. So that other channel would actually be the one that is associated with the Google Plus account. As far as, in my case, if I wanted to do that, it would probably be difficult for me to associate Google Plus as the associated website because you have to have access to the website itself.
Oh,
and the way you do that is by proving that you're the owner of the website. And obviously, none of us own Google, so we can't say that. You can ask a web owner for permission. Whether you would get it or not is another story. So, for instance, if we went back to that, actually, let's go to, see, I still want to go to the right corner. Go to Video Manager, and go back to our channel settings here. See, if we go back to Advanced and we say, let's remove this one. We did plus.google.com. I don't know what it would be there, but if we hit add, you can see it says to associate with this site, you must verify that you own it. Now, if we were to hit verify, okay, and we hit alternate methods. Oh, actually, nope. I'm going to change my answer because it looks like they do not have that option anymore. They used to have an option on here where you could actually ask the website owner to associate, but it looks like they've actually removed that. So that is not in there anymore. So yeah, you would most likely not be able to do that with your Google Plus page as far as verifying it like that. But if your YouTube channel is the same one, your YouTube account is the same one that you use for Google Plus, then yes, you would automatically be able to associate with that. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing, but hopefully it makes a little bit of sense. Let's go back to YouTube here. Hold on. Okay, so the big point there is just basically that to get to your settings for the channel, to do all that, to set up your account, it's no longer in the settings here. It's actually inside. You know, if you you go to the video manager, it'll be hidden inside there. Channel settings. And that's where you'll have all your stuff: monetization, defaults, in-video programming, and your advanced, where you can add your associated website. Okay, now another question that I got through email prior to this was asking about the placing the free Google ads on your videos. This is actually a course that I taught back, about 6 months or so ago. I taught a course on how to add pay-per-click ads to your Google videos for free to get links back to your website. And that still does work, and unfortunately the explanation for that is actually probably too long to get into here. If you are interested in that, I can actually send you the course on how to do it, but I will say that you're probably better off these days doing the annotations, just because, you know, the ads pop up. One, they look like an ad, and two, once the ad is up there, they will actually disappear after 15 seconds. But as you can see with, let's just go to a video here. We'll try to mute it really quick. There we go. You can see in these videos here, if they ever load, someday.
Yeah, because the annotation, you can set it to be up as for the entire video if you want, or you know, you can set it to pop up wherever you want it to be.
And you can actually have more than one. So, for instance, if you you were doing a, boy, I can't believe this isn't loading at all. I'm having a lot of trouble with this today.
Yeah, GoToMeeting eats up a lot of bandwidth.
If you had a video that, I'm sorry, what's that?
I said GoToMeeting eats up a lot of bandwidth, so that happens sometimes.
Could well be.
Sorry, I interrupted there. Yeah.
No, that's fine. If you've got a video, for instance, that has multiple products in it, like maybe you say, hey, one of the things that we have is product A, and you show it, and then you say another one is product B, and you show that, you can have different annotations that will lead to different sales pages for those individual products. So it's using the annotations is just a much more controllable and powerful feature. And you know, if we want to take a peek at that, I can kind of show you how that works. Let's go to annotations here. And again, any other questions, just start throwing them out there. Now it loads. Okay. As you can see here, we've got a graphic that's on the bottom of these videos that says click here to speed up your Mac for free. And we've got that running from beginning to end. And you can see we've got the associated website in here. Okay, so it's raythevideoguy.com/detox. And so when anybody clicks this button, like it says to click here, it'll take them to this page on my site. So if I was talking about two different pieces of software, halfway through I could have this button say something totally different and take them to a different product page. And so it's just visually it's much nicer because you have control. It actually will stay up the whole time if you want, and you can actually have it go to different places at different times. So it's just a much more powerful way to do linking than the AdWords. However, again, if that AdWords trick is something that you really want, I'll be glad to pass the product along that shows you how to do that, all the instructions to take care of that.
And Joe has a question. Do you have something that explains how to place the cool graphics for your annotations? And
yes.
Ray covered that in a couple of weeks ago, and you can find that on his website. But and Ray, jump in at any time. But typically, you do that when you're editing your video and your video editing. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. So while you're inside of Final Cut or iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, you would actually put this graphic up then. And then once you get into your video, all you would do is, like if we didn't have an annotation on here already, all you would do is add a spotlight annotation. Let's say we wanted this to be clickable up here. Let's say that was our graphic. You would just literally put this box around it.
Yeah.
And then you would just go down here, set it for as long as you needed it to, if it's all the way or just partially. And then you would just go to link. You would choose your what's the there you go. We're having a lot of trouble today, aren't we?
I know.
Wow. YouTube's giving me fits today.
Well, that's what happens when you go live with this.
Yeah, something's definitely amiss here right now, but we'll figure out that.
Yeah, but typically
basically that's all you would do there.
Yeah, you'd have the associated website, and I mean, you get the idea. And I use Sony Vegas, and I just Googled how to do that, and there was a instructional video out there how to put my graphics in there. So whatever software you use, there's going to be a YouTube video on how to do it. How to put the graphic in there.
Absolutely. And inside of the YouTube Market Crusher, the pre-release that we went out with a couple weeks ago, that has a basics of how to create the graphics and how to put them into the videos.
That's right.
And all that.
That's right.
So that is in there, and it'll still be in there in the updated version as well. So let's trash that. So that's how you would add the annotations into. So I'm gonna have to check that. I'm not sure why that's acting funny right now, but we'll have to see. Hopefully they haven't decided to take away that feature from everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how you would set up your links back to your website. Again, much more powerful than the old trick, but the old trick does still work. And if you want that, I can get that for you. So just let me know. Another question that we had dealt with Facebook, and this was an interesting one. This had to do with, they asked how to embed your video inside of Facebook.
How you could what?
In the case of Facebook, embed your video inside of Facebook.
Oh, embed. Okay.
Technically, you wouldn't embed the video into Facebook. What you would do is, let's go back to our video manager here. Or actually, we'll just go back to this page. I don't know. We'll go to something. We'll just choose a video here. Choose one of these detox videos. All you would do is grab the link, which is the youtube.com/watch, and then a bunch of numbers, and just paste that right into Facebook as such, and it'll automatically create the thumbnail and put the information. So I'm just going to put, learn how to speed up your Mac. Now this, the only issue with this, and we'll post this so you can see it. Okay, you can see we've got it. And if we click on this, it'll actually, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Let's go back. If you hit the link, it's going to take you to YouTube. If you hit the button, the thumbnail, it's going to open it up right inside of your Facebook timeline. All right. As you can see here, surprisingly, the button here does actually work. So you can't see it because the thing pops up over it, but when that goes away, you can actually click on this, and look at that. It takes you right to the Detox website to purchase it. Again, my internet connection is way slow today, so we're not going to bother waiting for that. But that's how you can embed it inside of Facebook. Now, the other thing with Facebook is you can get a little more interactive with this as well. This is great that we have the ability to click that link. It's great that we have that ability to click through like that, but we also have a I have a new scam idea. You have 5 minutes? well, I'll talk to you later, Jay. That throws me off a little.
That was a good one.
Okay, so there are some other options as well. I've actually used a site called ViewBix that will actually give you more interactivity. Let me pull that up here for a second. It's View, VIEWBIX, and what this does is this allows you to create what they call, turn your viewers into action takers. And you can see here on this player, it's got the start here, but it's also got some interactivity in here. What I love about ViewBix is you take your videos from YouTube, you put it into ViewBix, and it'll make a player like this that actually works inside of Facebook. So literally, if I posted this video people would see the video. They'd also see the logo here. You could even say, you know, get a free copy now or whatever, and click this button. And so it allows you to have Facebook with a little more interactivity for your videos. So that's ViewBix. If you want to check that out, it's a very, very slick site. You can do some cool things with that. I've used that quite a bit, and it keeps all your analytics too. So you know who clicked through and when they clicked through, and of course you've got the ability to add your channel, you know, your Twitter. You can even embed Aweber in here, so they can actually, right from Facebook, they can actually sign up to your list. So it just gives you a lot of great options if you want to mess with something like that. It is a paid service, but it's a very good paid service. So, all right, do we have any other questions that people are asking about YouTube, one-channel, video marketing?
No, I think we've got them all answered. Huh?
Wow. See, we jump into questions earlier, and now we can actually hit the hour mark like we try to every time. We always go over.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's got a question, but I've either been answering them on the fly or throwing them out to you as they came in. So.
Great. Okay, so the big thing to remember is if you get confused, youtube.com/one-channel. Now, the one other question that I did get a ton of was people asking me, well, can you just do it for me? And yes, we can do that for you if you want. And I did set up, this is just for everybody that's on the call and a few others that are part of our groups. We will do the YouTube one-channel setup for you. And what this will include is we will enable your one channel, just like we did today live. We will also create and upload your channel art for you. We will get your account promoted to a partner status. Okay, so that means we will set up, we'll do all the verifications, we'll make sure that you've got everything all set up. We'll also link your website with your channel. So this is where the external links come in. If you've had trouble, you know, trying to figure all that out, we will actually make sure that we link your website to the channel so you can start using the external links. We will also optimize the channel for you, and we'll optimize 5 videos on the channel for video SEO. And we will do that for the next week. We will do that for only $100. Normally this is about a $450 value, but it's $100 for everybody that's on today. And if you wanted to take advantage of that, I will post it into the box here. It's just raythevideoguy.com. raythevideoguy /one-channel. And that will take you to, if it works properly, and if it loads, that will take you to the one-channel page. There'll be a button on there. You'll be able to go over what we're going to do for you. But so if you've had trouble, you're not sure how to do it, you want to be able to do it, but you can't, or you're just busy and don't want to be bothered trying to figure it out, we will do that for you for the next week for $100. So feel free to take advantage of that. And if you've got clients, you know, feel free to have them take advantage of that as well. So if you're a marketer and you've got 3 or 4 clients that you want to get this all set up on, this is a good time to you know, hit them up for $200 or $300, and then just have us do it all for $100 and save yourself some time and energy there. So
a few more questions.
That's it.
Few more questions.
Yes.
Few more questions.
Excellent. Love questions.
And I think this Alan's got a question. I think this could be another webinar, but has anything changed as far as backlinks or backlink pyramids? And I think that'd be almost another webinar you could do, Ray.
Yeah, it really could, and we will put that together. But as a general rule, I would say no. But maybe with a couple of little caveats. For a while after the Penguin and Panda updates, YouTube didn't seem to be affected at all by any of the changes. But what I've noticed lately is that I'm having more luck by spreading the keywords out. So if you're going to do a link pyramid, instead of doing 1 or 2 keywords, I've been doing you know, just a wider spread of keywords, including things like just click here or the naked link or, you know, whatever it happens to be, just to you know, just to vary it out. with the penguin and panda, the one thing that they hit hard on was if your website had 1,000 backlinks and 800 of them said a keyword, they'd start holding that against you. And so we don't want to have that held against us. So just spreading out the number of keywords that you use.
You're adding more keywords then instead of using.
Yes. So for instance, if your video is about a Dallas plumber and your main keyword is Dallas plumber, in the old days you could buy a link pyramid and just say keyword Dallas plumber, and every link would say Dallas plumber, and it would rocket you to the top. Well, I've noticed now that it's starting to get to the point where you really need to start spreading that out. So Dallas plumber in Dallas, learn more. Simple things like that. Just saying learn more and having that be the link. You're still going to get your thousands of links. They're just going to have different anchor texts, pointing to them, which just keeps Google happy. But other than that, yeah, the link pyramids seem to still work. The social bookmarking still works great. So if you buy social bookmarks on Fiverr, that seems to work really well. Or use OnlyWire, Social Adder, any of those types of sites work really well for that. In fact, I'll put a couple of those in there for you.
Let's see. There's another one. The one-channel template. Are you going to send that out, or what?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me see the inner workings, the inner sanctum here of. This is my digital delivery program. I'll actually post the link right inside of
the chat box. Yeah.
The box here, if I can find what I'm looking for. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. YouTube channel. No, that's not it. I just have to find where the actual thing is in here. Actually, you know what? It might be products. It's not actually a package. So let's go to YouTube. There we go. YouTube template. So we'll grab that. By the way, this for those of you looking at this going, hey, what's that? This is a digital delivery app. This is a great way to deliver products securely. It's all held on S3, and this is just a front end for it. Okay, so there, I'm going to post this in there. This will give you access to the one-channel template. Basically, if we go in here, we'll take a quick peek at that template so I can kind of show you that briefly. Let's see, under. I just redid my whole computer here, so I don't even know where half my files are anymore, so I have to kind of search for them a little bit. It looks like everything's going to go slow today for us. And back up. So if we pull up the one channel, I'll show you how I've set it up so that you can kind of figure out how to do that. I would actually open up Photoshop and show you, but because I kind of nuked my system, I'm actually in the process of uploading Photoshop back onto the computer, so I can't even pull that up and show you right now. But this is what the channel art looks like, the template. And you can see this whole white area is the TV viewable area. This is your phone. This will be viewed on the TV, the phone, and the desktop, and this will be just the desktop on the right and left side. So all you would do is you would make sure that your important stuff is in here, and the rest of this is just to make it look pretty. And so if you get into Photoshop, all you would do is drag a background in and then put your information in here, and then just turn off the layers that have the information for you. And it's very easy to set up and do. There is actually, in Market Crusher, there is a video that will show you exactly how to do that. In fact, actually, if you go to Ray the Video Guy YouTube channel, there is actually a video in there already that gives a brief overview of how to edit the channel graphic, the channel art.
Okay, I think we got
Where it is in there. It's in there somewhere, and I can send that over to just so you can see that. But there is a video inside there that will show you how to do the channel art as well. In fact, I believe if you search channel art in YouTube, I think my video pops up right at the top. It does. So it's right there, the second one, how to use the new channel art. So this will actually teach you how to do that. So if you search channel art in Google or in YouTube, it should pop up right at the top. All right, any last questions before everybody runs off to lunch?
When can we expect the Marker Crusher 3 update?
The update will probably be in the next 2 weeks. I'm actually believe it or not, even though there's not a lot of actual changes, it affected almost every single piece of the program. So I'm actually re-recording every single piece to the Market Crusher right now. So every video will actually be at least slightly different. But within the next 2 weeks, and we'll actually be having, I've got a webinar series that will be coming out. We're doing a webinar with Don Crowther in about 2 weeks that will introduce that. So yeah, within the next, I'm hoping by this weekend I'll actually have it finished. And if I do have it finished, everybody who purchased will get it right away, even before the launch. So it could be that you'll receive the update within the next couple of days, but definitely within the next 2 weeks before the big launch.
Cool.
You're the man, Ray. Stuff on you right after you finish. All right. Any last questions?
Looks like that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to just give me, send me an email, ray@raythevideoguy.com. And of course, feel free to check out if you want us to do the one channel, raythevideoguy.com/one channel, and we'll get that done for you. And other than that, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend.
And we are recording this.
Yes, and we are recording this, so we will replay it. Thanks, guys.
Bye.